We like moral support when the stakes are high, but we enjoy having a partner in crime when the stakes are lower. So we actually experience a greater sense of affiliation when we sort of do something bad but not terrible with a friend, or when we prevent ourselves from doing something really bad when we do it in conjunction with another person. We actually, in some of our studies, we position it such that the other person with you either does the same thing you do or they don't, and we see the reactions to that, and that's where we find these big effects for, we want the person to do what we're doing, first of all, and if we're doing something that's little and bad, we want them to do it with us. If we're doing something big and bad, we actually want them to support us in not doing it. And that's the preferred, that's what increases the sense of affiliation with the other more. My favorite context for most of my research is in the context of food consumption. So that's where we look at and find that, okay, if we're just indulging a little bit, we like the other person to indulge with us. If it's a big, high stakes, like there's sort of either it's a large amount of consumption or it's particularly threatening because of a health condition or something like that, we'd much prefer that that other person support us in abstaining from consumption. And we find this moral support effect. And you see this sort of idea manifested in programs such as Weight Watchers, who build around the idea of accountability and moral support for abstention. And there is a naturally higher stakes situation because these are people actively trying to manage their weight and manage their health, and so they naturally have higher stakes. And so that's where the moral support really allows us to connect with others and feel a greater level of affiliation. We look at it across several different contexts. We look at it in terms of spending, making a decision about sort of frivolously spending a small amount of money or a large amount of money. And so the basic finding holds there, where if it's a small amount of money that we've just wasted along with a friend, we feel happy about it, and we also enjoy the company, enjoy doing that together. When we are with a friend and there's a large amount of money at stake, suddenly it helps us feel better about the relationship and about our friendship if together we decline to waste a large amount of money.